Hey guys, what's up? It's Aiden, so it's Wednesday. I'm sorry I look like shit, and I'm sorry that I'm not going to be editing this. Um, I am really busy, and I don't know if I'm going to have any other time to make this, so I'm going to do it now. Um, this week we're talking about our childhood and signs, like when we started to realize that we were trans or something. Um, my childhood, I grew up with my dad and my oldest brother. My mom wasn't in the picture, and my dad didn't have a girlfriend, like, that was really important. Um, I have three brothers. I'm the second oldest of four, so yeah, I have no sisters. But growing up, um, in a house of guys, I was never feminine. I always played with my older brother, and I normally I didn't like girl toys or anything like that. Um, like my parents would try and give me Barbies or dolls or typical girl toys, but I never really played with them. And when I did, they were normally there were either two dads or two moms, but that doesn't really have to deal with my gender, but still. Um, I always had someone gay when I played Barbies or dolls or whatever. But normally, I'd play with my older brother, and because he's like a year older than me, so we did everything together. Um, we'd play with Legos and cars and action figures and stuff like that. Um, so I primarily played with boy toys. Um, I also really into video games and stuff. Um, I would I was more into computer games, but I did play PlayStation all the time. So I guess that's kind of masculine or guy-ish. Um, whenever me and my friends would play at I think it was fifth grade or something, we used to play on the playground and make up stories and everything. And I was always a guy, or I was the masculine one. And I I just remember that I would always want to be the guy, or I was the girl who looked masculine. So I guess that kind of says something. Um, I used to always think of what names I would have if I was a guy. Um, but I could never think of names that I would have if I was a girl. So, and strangely, I didn't pick any of those names that I grew up liking, mainly because I wanted to stick with A names. But I already talked about that. Um, clothes wise and appearance, um, it's kind of hard to dress masculine when you're a 10-year-old kid or however old I was. But everyone said that my style was more tomboyish, so I guess that has to say something. I never wore dresses. I never wore makeup. I had long hair up until I think fourth grade, and then I cut it off probably to right here, and then grew it back out for a few years. Got it cut off probably to this length, because my hair is getting really long, but I cut it off to this length in I think eighth grade, and then grew it back out, and then last year I cut it off again, and it's been short ever since. So I can't really say much about hair, but I mean, I was a kid. You don't have much say in what you wear or what you look like at that age. So I guess I can't really say much for that. But I guess really the only signs I had was when I would play with my friends, I was always the guy. And how I'd play with my brother and everything. So I'm not like those guys who like knew at a very young age because I thought every girl was like that. I thought it was normal to like boy things and think about like guy names and stuff like that. I thought that was normal. So I didn't know there was anything else. I thought every girl thought like I did, but apparently they don't, and apparently there's a lot of other guys out there who are just like me. So that's good to know. Um, I'm sorry this was a really shitty video. Um, but I don't know when I'm gonna have any other time to do this. So right now's it, cause after this I need to go clean my house, and we have people coming over because I'm moving. So it's pretty hectic here. So I will see you guys next week. Hope you have a good week and weekend and everything. And yeah, bye guys.